Hi, this is Netta. Welcome to my channel. This is the next installment of the body type series that you guys have been loving, and I'm here with my taller and gorgeous friend Mariana. So we're going to talk about body type and flattery. So for some reason I have a lot of friends who have a little bit more shape, the shape that I was not blessed with. They have a little bit more shape down here than I do, and so just coincidentally, the body type series so far has all been focused on what is commonly referred to as a pear shape. You know, I don't use that terminology, but Mari is a style dial orange. She has a beautiful, tiny, defined waist, and then her shape is in the lower part of her hip cage area down here. So we have been playing with some of her beautiful clothes and having fun, and we did her fashion fit formula as well, so we have some measurements and some lengths for her, which is critical, especially if you found it hard to find clothes that are really flattering for your body. So tell me a little bit about what your challenge has been shopping.
Well, being two sizes, like one size in the bottom and another size on the top, is a challenge, especially for dresses and jackets. And they might fit on my shoulder, but then they're too boxy, so they just make me look one big size, which is my biggest size. And well, basically the length of the tops, and it's just challenging because I don't have that uniform shape. It's too different. It's like attached shapes.
So one of the things that Mari and I have been talking about is clothes are largely made for straight women, right?
Yes, yes.
And so if you have two different sizes and and you've got more shape in one part of your body and less shape in the other part of your body, you're going to find it very hard to find something off the rack that is just going to like fit and be flattering right off the rack.
Yeah, even the pants, the waist, when it fits on the hips, it doesn't really fit on the waist, or vice versa.
That is a universal style dial orange problem, right?
Yes.
So what we're looking for with a style dial orange, with, you know, if you've got that big difference between your hips and yours is considerable.
Yes.
You've got like a 14-inch difference between her hips and her waist, then you're going to want to look for those contoured waistbands that, you know, like brands like Good American, some of those brands are doing, where they're working on it. They're not going to get, because let's face it, we're all unique. So just because a brand does a contoured waistband doesn't mean that's your contoured waistband, but that's closer than we've been able to get in the past, and they are working on creating that definition in the waist that is a lot more flattering for a style dial orange.
And then there's the fabric too, because it might fit, but if it's too thin or too much stretch, it's going to emphasize the problems. So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things.
Okay, so one of the things that we've talked about is, first of all, let's start with what Mari's wearing now, which I love this top. Now Mari already has, which is kind of unusual actually for style dial orange, you have these beautiful defined strong shoulders. So a lot of times with the style dial orange you have really narrow shoulders, really sloping shoulders. Your shoulders are strong and kind of almost muscular, like you've got beautiful shape there. This shirt with the detail at the shoulder there is really flattering because it is going to further accentuate her shoulders, emphasize her shoulders a little bit, and bring the hips into proportion. So that's going to be a great look. We were also talking about how Mari is blessed with quite a bit of real estate here, and you know how, you know, if you've got space here, it's one of the most beautiful and flattering and feminine places to have space. So for her, we really want to keep this area open and show that off, because, you know, there's going to be a time in our lives, I'm getting to it, where this maybe is not as flattering as it used to be, or, you know, we don't want to show this area off as much as we used to. So show it off while we've got it, right? It's a beautiful area, so we've kept that simple. The shoulders, you know, have some dimension to them, and now we want to tweak. So a lot of times we put on a shirt and we're like, this shirt doesn't work for me, right? But everything can be tweaked. Not everything, but a lot of things can be tweaked. So first thing we noticed is there's like the sleeves at an awkward length for her. So we want to bring up the sleeve so that we're highlighting this lovely itty bitty waist. So the best way to do that, you want to take this gathering here, and you want to put it under, and then you want to drape the top under. So you're going to have, right away you can see the difference between this side and this side. You want that definition up here and not down here. You don't want to be pointing a line really close to the area that Mari is trying to downplay, right? So showing this forearm when it's possible, and I know it's not always possible, like if it's the middle of winter, but when you can, is always a flattering choice. And then covering up this gathering area just to keep it in place, to just do that, right away changes the look of that top and makes it more flattering. I also, without even looking at your Fashion Fit formula numbers, I feel like having a shorter length is going to be a little bit more flattering. So we're going to tuck that in and show that length and show that waist a little. Earring down.
Fashion emerging.
Yeah, I know. Mine are about to fall out too, actually. I keep adjusting them. Okay, so there we go. Much more flattering look. We're showing off this lovely itty bitty waist she has. We're again accentuating the beautiful shoulders. We're showing off the the slim arm area, and I just think it's a beautiful look. Now, one of the things we were talking about is with a style.orange, one of the general rules we hear a lot is wear a straight leg pant, wear a straight leg pant. Why do you wear a straight leg pant? You want the pant to go in a straight line from the hip to the hem, and because that is going to kind of minimize the hip curve area. However, if you have more curve than the pant has straightness, the straightness of the pant is not really going to counteract the hip curve area as much as you think it. So just because the pant is straight on a hanger doesn't mean it's going to be straight when it hangs on your body. So the definition of straight needs to look straight on you, not just straight on a hanger. So yeah, so Mari's pants are straight, but because she is not, she is curvy here, it looks more like a skinny on her. And it's obviously not tight at the knee area and at the calf, but it looks skinny where it counts, which is here, because it's either the cut or
it says straight, but
yeah, it says straight,
for me.
but it's not hanging straight. So for her, she's going to want to go for a little bit of a wider straight. So I was even saying these are the Hayden pants from Banana Republic, but these are a little bit more room through the leg, and they hang a little bit straighter. And because of that, I think a straighter silhouette like this is going to de-emphasize the hip area a little bit. These work, so when we're looking at good, better, best, I would put these in the better category. There are going to be best options for her, and in my opinion, a best option for her would be one that really does hang straight from the hip to the hem. And then you're really not going to see the curve there at all. We're going to bring the eye up here to that beauty that's happening there, and just make it a more flattering look overall. So my suggestion for Mari would be to go for more of a medium width. It doesn't have to be wide and drapey and a palazzo and like you're posing like this all the time, because let's face it, we want our clothes to fit our real lives.
Yes.
And this is a great real life outfit that looks stylish, it looks chic. You've got to hold up the shoes so they can see the shoes.
Oh.
Look how cute those shoes are. So this is just a great like running around town outfit.
Yes.
Super cute, super casual. But if you want to step it up a little bit, a medium width pant is going to be a great option for you. Okay, so we are going to go on to look number 2. Okay, I'm back with Mari, and this is, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the perfect outfit for her. I mean, it's spectacular. So this is a silky skirt from Vince, and you've got like a black cami with it. So this monochromatic base for her is going to be really, really flattering. One of the things to pay attention to when you have shape anywhere on your body, whether it's your tummy, your hips, wherever, is that when you're drawing a line with a color delineation, with color blocking, you're pointing the eye to a specific spot. So for example, if she was wearing a red cami with this, and the cami was out and the cami ended here, she would be drawing a line right across the hip area. This monochromatic look means that the eye is just going up and down and not side to side, and it's a really, really flattering look. Also, the way that the skirt is shaped is just beautiful for her. So it skims over this area and makes everything look proportional. What it's doing is it's downplaying the area that we want to downplay and playing up the magic and the beauty that is up here. So I absolutely love the way that this looks on you. This is a great summertime outfit formula for her, so we can do this in a dress. The problem with a dress, of course, is the size differential between your top and your bottom. So you always have to fit the part of your body where you've got the most shape, right? So the side part of her body where she's got the most shape is the lower half, so she's going to have to find a dress that fits the lower half of her body and skims over her lower half, just like this skirt does. And then what we would do is we would just alter, and that would be an inexpensive and small alteration, the top part so that it fit properly at the top. So you're gonna have to work around the area where we've got the most shape. That's true for all of us, right? Like I can't buy a top that's too tight around my bust and hope that it works out. Like it's gotta fit the bust, and then everything else can be adjusted. So I love this as a formula for you. Like I said, we could do this in a skirt, we can do it in a dress and wear it all warm weather long. Now we're gonna try this with a Moto Jacket, which I think is going to be one of Mari's like best silhouettes. Yes. Go to outfit formulas for her. So a Moto Jacket is a perfect choice for Mari. This one hits a little longer than a Moto Jacket would typically, we would typically want a Moto Jacket to hit on you. But because it's black on black, which she wears black very well, but because it's monochromatic, you don't see a harsh line here. It's just a cool look. So again, we're bringing the eye upwards towards that beautiful face. We're emphasizing this whole area. We're creating structure at the top and detail at the top that balances out the hips, and I think this is a beautiful and flattering look. Now I want to put, I didn't tell you I was going to do this, but we're going to put a different Moto Jacket on with this, and it's also a dark color, so I think this is going to work well. But we're going to show what it looks like with a shorter Moto Jacket. So this is kind of a dark stuff falling everywhere, dark purple Moto Jacket. And so this is shorter, and this is a little bit more at the length that I would recommend for Mari, because we always want that attention. Basically, we're creating waist definition. This outfit has some waist definition built in already, but we're creating further waist definition with where the jacket stops. Now, this could actually even be a little higher, but we want to draw the line at that perfect waist point that we gave you. And Mari has a nice long torso, so she's got a lot of area to work with here, and we can have a lot of fun in this area because she's got a small waist and a longer torso. It's like that. Magical. That's like the opposite of what I have. Like, look at this little ruffle at the back. This is lovely. Now, because of the way this skirt falls, her bum is completely minimized here. You see no bum. Okay, you just see this tiny waist definition back here, and I just think that is really, really flattering. Now, if she was wearing this with a skinny jean, this ruffle back here would end right where the bottom started to show a little bit more or widen a little bit more, and it would emphasize that bum a little bit more. But with the skirt, it's a great look. I love it. Beautiful. And again, there's not a huge line because the colors are both dark. It's not a huge line that is going to point the eye towards the hip or any other area. So always pay attention to those details. The hems are everything, so and the color difference is everything.
So in the summer, if I wanted a lighter version of this, I would just do everything light.
Exactly. Okay. You could do this in any color. Any color. It's that monochromatic. It's not that it's black, it's that it's monochromatic. Because a lot of people think that, oh, black is the only slimming color. It's not. It's wearing a monochromatic outfit and making sure that the horizontal lines that you're drawing on your body, you're drawing them in the right places. That's what's going to create a flattering look. Okay. So yeah, we can definitely do this as a summertime formula all day long.
This over a shirt that looked like this.
Like so you could do a little shirt like this. You could do a little linen jacket, or you could skip. In the summer, because you look beautiful with just a cami, you could skip that and just do a scrappy look. Since you've got these beautiful shoulders, beautiful arms, we could show those off, and you can have this. I mean, we live in Florida, so sometimes a linen jacket is way too hot and heavy. No matter how lightweight the jacket is, you're going to want to go for the scrappy look. So we've got to make these principles work for our lifestyle, work for our climate, work for all the things. She's not going to be wearing head-to-toe satin every day, so we are going to find and recreate this formula in more casual versions so that it works for your everyday life.
Great. I'm excited.
Okay, so we're going to show one more outfit coming up. Okay, I'm back with Mari, and she put on these pants that I'm kind of obsessed with. I'm obsessed with these pants. I love them. Who makes these pants? Do you remember? Veronica Beard. Okay, this is why I love them, because I love her stuff. So one of the things I will say is, you know, we're often, and I have often said, keep it simple at the bottom and interesting at the top for a style out orange, right? And she's kind of doing the opposite here. But I wanted to show why the shape of these pants works well for Mari, and some of the details that can make this look a little bit more wearable.
Even better,
yeah. So love, like I said, I love these pants. It's not the pattern is not showing up the same on camera necessarily as it does in real life, but it's such a cool pattern. It's got this black side stripe, which is a nice feature and kind of erases a little there. And the leg shape of this pant hangs, you can see, much more straight from the hip to the knee than the jeans that you had on do. So right away, those are 2 points in the pants' favor. Yes, the pants are interesting. Yes, they've got a lot going on. And yes, we may want to balance them. Because this is a winter weight fabric, these are winter pants. And so it will be easy for her to add a jacket and do something like that, which is going to draw the eye up. Now, I know this is not exactly, and we haven't even tried this. We're just going to try this. I just want to see. This is not the same color, but this is a Veronica Beard jacket, and oh, I'm just obsessed with this jacket. So I feel like, okay, I would not button it.
No? Okay.
And, okay, this is not the right length for these pants. So this jacket is kind of drawing the line right there, and because there is such a strong demarcation between the darker pants and I would wear this with something that has a little bit more volume at the bottom.
Okay.
But I love the jacket. I love the details on it.
The color works for me.
The color works for you. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. But we want to find something that's going to like draw the eye up to here. So I think we're going to go back to that, maybe to that black Moto Jacket. Actually, let's try the purple Moto Jacket. Trade you. Okay, see how that already works so much better. So not only is this a slimmer fit to you, which balances, you know, the pants a little bit, but we've got that waist definition here. We've got shoulder interest. We've got interest in detail up here. And because of where this is hitting her, it looks like a cohesive outfit, okay. And not like you've got these two separate pieces that just don't have any real relation to each other. I just really wanted to see you in that pink jacket. That's why I had you put that on. But I love this. I think this is a really
white shirt. Would that work?
A white shirt? We could try the white shirt with it. So with the white shirt, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be pulling the eye up, which is a great thing for styled out orange. So if you want to try putting that on even over the, oh, sorry. Grabbing the shirt over the cami, we can see. So you want to, obviously, to make sure that you're, you know, this is kind of a tunic length shirt. So we want to make sure that it's hitting at the right spot. And probably are going to end up wanting to tuck this in, right? Well, I like that this has snaps. That's nice.
It's easy for
this is this is a Nick and Zoe shirt. Now, this could work well with like maybe a pair of leggings, but you're really going to want to keep the colors similar. She's never going to wear leggings. Yeah, I get that. And also there's the delineation too that we would worry about.
It's just too much for me.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what this looks like with these pants. I love that. I love that. But I would definitely tuck this top in and not wear it. You know, they're back to doing that longer length in the back, and that's fine if you're gonna wear leggings. Yeah. But that's really what that shirt is for. Yeah. At that length. Yeah. But this is perfect. I love this.
This is fine.
Let it stay open like that. Yeah, that's beautiful. So you're seeing that waistline because it's white. The eye is up here now, right? And it's balancing the interest that exists in these pants already because they've got a pattern and stuff. Yes. So super, super cute. Okay, I love this look. Let's do one more look with Mari.
Okay.
So I'm back with Mari, and we have a cute, casual, kind of spring, almost winter look for Florida, let's face it, because you're not going to wear this when it's 80 degrees necessarily. But I wanted to show you how, because of her frame and how narrow she is at the top, she can wear these horizontal stripes, and they really do kind of balance out the lower part of her body. Now, these jeans I think are a better fit than the other black jeans. They are not quite as, you know, hugging over the hip area, and I like that. I think this would be really, really cool with a great necklace that comes to her Fashion Fit Formula point. Something strong and striking would be really cool and kind of balance out the horizontal stripes on this top. I would also almost always, like, I mean, these have fallen down, but almost always, like, I do that because it's just a more flattering look. It will draw the line to her waist, which is where we want it, because it's a beautiful, beautiful spot on her waist. So again, there are a lot of different ways for her to draw her eye up without having to do a lot of interest and detail here, which is something that she had been trying before. She had been putting on clothes that had lots going on in this area, covering up a beautiful area on her body. Instead, you can do it with a simple silhouette that has that horizontal stripe. So, what do you think? Do you like this?
I do. Yes, okay. Easy.
Yeah, easy and cute. Okay, we're going to put on one more that I think is going to be a great illustration on how you can make something work that maybe didn't start out working. I am back with Mari, and one of the things that we all like to do is when we don't like something about our bodies, we try to hide it, right? So Mari was like, you know, I'm going to downplay the curves in my hips by putting this cardigan on, and it's just going to visually erase this part of my body. Because it's light and there is a contrast between this, and just because of the general texture and flowiness and shape of this, it doesn't have that effect. Instead, if anything, it is adding dimension here, right? Which is the opposite of what your goal, right? But there's so many things I loved about this. First of all, I love this beautiful icy blue color on her. I love the tank that she's doing with this. I love that this, you know, we tucked it in here so that it's hitting at a nice spot here. It's just this cardigan. Like, what are we going to do with this cardigan? So it occurred to us that, yes, to me, it occurred to you. So this has these little flaps on the side, so you can, you know, yeah, and the side areas come up like this. So we can always do a little tie here, and we would do it loosely, something like that. And that's going to be a much more, I mean, we would zhuzh it, but that's going to be a much more flattering look on her, and hitting at that spot rather than having these panels pointing here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I love this. I think this is a way that she's going to continue to wear this. Now I'm going to grab your denim jacket, and you may not do denim on denim, but
I don't know how.
Okay, but I loved her denim jacket, and so I want to swap out this cardigan for the denim jacket to just show you how that jacket works.
Yes. It always looks good on somebody else.
Well, that's why we're working on this.
Yes.
We're going to figure out how to make some of these principles that you hear about work for you and your unique and gorgeous body. Okay, this jacket is, to me, is perfection on you. It checks all of the boxes. I even like it. Oh yeah, there's a pin in it. I even like it with the jeans. Like, I'm sorry, to me that's a really cool look.
Okay,
I would totally do this. There are a couple of things I like about this. You may not love the denim on denim look. It is very, very much on trend, and I think it's a very cool look. One of the things that makes this really work is that she's got the two different denim colors together that are very, very close. I mean, two different denim pieces, but they're very close colors. So you've got that long and slim look that you're creating. I love the way that these work together. This jacket is so perfect because it builds out her shoulders. It hits at a nice spot here. We could even make it a little shorter if we wanted to, but honestly, I think it works really well just at the length it's at. I like the shape of it, and I think it highlights your waist really well without emphasizing the hip area. So this is like a magical jacket. It fits perfectly. Like I said, it does everything that we wanted to do up here without covering up this area, which is just beautiful on you, and I think it's a cool look. You could do this with any kind of cami underneath. That would be really, really cute. And just give you that little layer so you can wear it with a cami when you're out and about and it's hot. And then you go into a restaurant or a store and it's 50 degrees in Florida. Nobody tells you that it's going to be cold inside. And so you have that cute little jacket to throw on over it. But I love this. I think it's a cute summertime, whatever, year-round Florida look. So, you know, keep in mind that we have to make these styles work for our body, and that with a little tweaking and an understanding of what your best lengths are and what your best fits are and what your best areas are to highlight, you can really tweak a lot of what's out there in stores and make it work for you. So I'm hoping that Mari will come back. We're going to continue to work on her wardrobe. She's got a lot of beautiful clothes. We're going to figure out what works, what doesn't work for her, and kind of get her wardrobe to a place where she's got these easy, effortless, everyday go-to outfits that work for her body, not just work according to a YouTube video, or not just work according to an Instagram post, or not just magazine. So the general advice that's out there, and this is my, you know, I try to give as many general tips as possible, but everything is going to have to be used by you and work on you. So, you know, as much as I wish everything worked the same for everybody, you're putting your body into any item of clothing, and that's going to change the way that item of clothing looks. So take those principles, put them to use in your own wardrobe, see what works for you, throw out what doesn't work for you, and that's, you know, and I'm here to cheer you on every step of the way and to cheer Mari on as we kind of transform her wardrobe from a wardrobe that's currently not really getting used that much, over full and underutilized, to a wardrobe that really works for her casual lifestyle here in Central
I think
Florida.
one of the things that I would love the most is not have to think too much. If I have the right pieces, I don't have to be trying on a whole bunch of things and thinking, is this the right length? Is this it? So when I get to that point, I'm going to be super happy.
Yes. So that's the goal, is to have easy go-to outfit formulas you can just grab and get dressed, because who wants to go through that trying on and throwing clothes on the floor process every morning? Like that is the opposite of the way most of us want to spend our time. So we're going to get you there, and my goal is to get all of you there, so stay tuned. Hopefully we will have a part 2 with Mari if she's not sick of me yet. No. And we will continue this body type series. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see in a future body type series. I'm trying to get more body types, because right now all of my friends have this enviable shape down here that I do not have. And we're going to try to get some style doll reds and purples and blues, and we're going to try to do the rainbow of body type colors. But thank you so much, Mari, for joining us.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye. Fooled ya. We're back. Okay, so Mari, right after we stopped rolling the camera for the video, came out with this cardigan, and I wanted to show why this works so much better than this light blue cardigan that matched the tank that she was wearing. And Mari made a really good point. Can you, I want you to put it in your own words, about wanting to wear what you see out there.
Yes, I mean, I understand, and I think most of us understand that we have to wear what works for us, but we still want to wear what's in and what's everybody wearing. And usually we want what we can't have, or what we don't have.
Yes.
So I've always wanted to have one of these long light cardigans to travel, or to, you know, just throw something and look a little better, not worrying about,
like, have that third piece that's
back,
casual.
yes, and not worrying about the back, or if the pants are showing too much, the fabric of the pant. So I got this.
So yeah, I totally get that. Being a petite person, there's a lot of clothes out there that are very, very hard for me to wear, and I see other people wearing like floaty, tiered dresses.
I love that.
I'm like, I would love to wear a floaty tiered dress, but I would I would literally look like a mushroom in that dress. But so I find a version of that look that I can wear, right? So Mari found a version of the floaty cool cardigan that she'd been seeing people wear, like you said, in traveling or just as a casual layer, that works for her. And let's talk about why this works for her. For the first thing, it's the length. So her Fashion Fit formula length is 26¼ inches above the floor. This is very close to that length. So because this isn't falling here, it's falling here, it's a much more flattering length for you. And just the general shape, the hang of this fabric, like it's a heavier weight fabric, it's hanging down, it's not floating out, it's going down. So that's a big feature that makes it work. Yes. What's the final pièce de résistance? What is the final thing that makes this work so well? Ta-da! this has a magical little feature of this tie. Now you can tie it in the front, but what Mari has brilliantly chosen to do is to tie it in the back. And when you tie it in the back like this, what you're doing is you're creating waist definition and less bulk around the sides of your cardigan. So when she turns around, she doesn't have a lot of extra floaty stuff going on there. She's got a slimmer profile, a more flattering shape in that cardigan. She's still wearing that look that you see. Yes. That is really cute. Yeah, pulling off that look that she's been eyeing on other people and wanting to wear herself and making it work for her body. So I just thought this was such a good illustration and too cute to pass up. You look really cute in the cardigan. The length works, the fit around the waist works, the way that the fabric hangs works really well. And so, you know, when you see something and your heart calls out to that item, I really want to wear that item. Find a way to make it work in a way that flatters your body type. Sometimes I will go off the record. Don't quote me on this. Sometimes I will do things that I know are a little less than flattering because I love them so much and they make me feel beautiful and I just love the way they look on me or the way they make me feel. So sometimes we'll take a hit because we just really love a piece. Yeah. But when you can tweak something so that it works for your body and also checks that box that you've been wanting to check, it's a win-win. Yes. So, okay. Now we are done. Yes. Thank you again for joining us, and we will see you in the next video, and hopefully we'll see Mari back in a future video. Yay.